Can everyone hear me?
Yes.
Okay, my name is Benjamin Taiwo, and I'm not going to bother to spell it because it's right there on stage for you. I'm used to spelling my surname now wherever I go. I was in Nigeria the other day to do a business workshop, and I went to use the local bank, and I walked across to the counter, and the lady said, "So what's your name?" I said, "Benjamin Taiwo." And I went on to say, "Tango, Apple, Indigo, Whiskey, Orange." And she looked at me like, "Is this an insult or what?" Apparently she felt that I thought that she was not educated enough to know the spelling of my name. But I have to introduce myself, spelling my name every time since I've been in the UK. As the anchor person mentioned, it's not so much about me, it's about what I have got to say in about 5 minutes. I'm a business mechanic. I support CEOs and business owners to improve their businesses so that they can grow their net profit. That's one. The other thing I do is I help the unemployed. And I've delivered some government projects in this country successfully between 2005 and 2011, helping several very difficult to get into job people into employment. I run Ahead Strategies UK. In about 5-6 minutes, I'm going to try to help us to increase our awareness of business sustenance in the global environment, as well as increase our appetite for leading in our business area. I'm not, by the way, I'm not a motivational speaker. Everything that I'm going to talk about here is practical and applicable, okay? I'm not here to get you excited. A few definitions and then we go. We know about micro and macro factors, don't we? And if you didn't, it's right there. Basically, micro factors in your business are factors that are internal to your business that affect your business, from staffing to budget, to your marketing strategy, to your operations, to your clients. And then you've got the macro, which are factors that are external to your business but can have significant impact on your business. And of course, that's your market. Your market is the consumers who use or can use your goods and services. But then you have your strategic market, which is not the consumers, but the factors that affect the consumers to decide about what business to put their money into, okay? Leading is having the ability to influence. So, in essence, leading your strategic market basically says having the ability to influence the factors that determine how consumers react towards your business. Yeah? Is that okay?
Yes.
There are 3 reasons your business should lead its strategic market. Okay? The first reason is we cannot overemphasize on this. It is globalization, globalization, globalization. I'm sure you've heard this too many times now. You don't want to hear about it anymore. But this is what Kofi Annan said, and it's so true. You cannot avoid globalization, you see. As boring as that word may sound, it has come to stay. It's come to stay. We did a project in Ghana. The guy who managed that project for us, we have never met. and I don't think we'll ever meet. I know his name is Daniel Kumsun, but we worked across the globe, and he did exactly what we wanted for us over there in Ghana. We paid him from here, and everyone was happy. Globalization is coming to play. You've got to understand that your business can be affected by whatever happens elsewhere, away from your geographical location. Okay, the second reason is because of the aggression in competition. Was it Brandon that mentioned China? They are an aggressive economy. The UK is very polite, gentle, all right? China will enter anywhere. Name anywhere they're there. Between 2003 and between 1995 and 2003, they've grown their earnings from Africa alone by around 300%. That's China for you, and whether we like it or not, the Chinese are coming. I have a session that I titled "The Chinese Are Coming," and with all due respect, the reason the Chinese will come and study here, yes, partly because they want the education, but because they see that the UK is not doing very well business-wise, and therefore they're coming to invest. I fear that in a few years' time, China will buy up the UK from a business point of view. And that's the third reason your business needs to lead its strategic market. Whatever it is that you do, whether you're a market seller or you're a barber or you run a financial service or like the lady Obaseki here, I really very much enjoyed her presentation. Whatever you do, you've got to have a sense of leading in your strategic market. Because the people who use goods and services, their tastes are improving. And they've come to a point where their taste level has gone so high that they expect much more than, have I got 2 more minutes? I will soon be out of here. I wanted to skip this, but I will say this now. I did a research a few weeks ago because I had a workshop to run. And surprisingly, 7 out of 10 black people would not do business with another black person. Yes, I did the research myself. I didn't read it from any internet. And it's interesting that 6 out of 10 of those that I asked would prefer to have a white person as their boss rather than a black person. That's scary. If we had 10 more minutes, then I would ask us to discuss why would a black person why would a black person own a financial services business and a white man has one, and a black person would prefer to go to the white person? There has to be something that we need to do within the black community. Someone mentioned earlier that about 80% of businesses fail. It's true. But can I just say that it's not always about the startup capital, it's about sustaining the business. Only 10% of business ideas make it to the marketplace. 50% of those die within the first 2 years, and about 80% over a period of 5 years. That's not a startup capital situation. It's a business sustenance situation, and it's the culture. Okay. Because of the time, I'm just going to list these. You can take down my details and I'll send you the slides. Businesses that lead the strategic markets, the first thing they do is to separate between themselves and their businesses. A lot of us blacks don't know how to do that. We own our businesses. No, your business is an entity, and you an individual. And the more we realize and appreciate that about the business culture, the more we're able to approach our business as our employer, rather than what we own. So you arrive on time, and you don't dip your hand into the...
That's right.
If you've got to borrow from the business, you ensure that you go through the due process, then you pay it back.
Yes. Oh, the flying cat.
The businesses that lead in their strategic market are the businesses that emphasize on their competitive strength rather than their strength. I'll explain the difference. Your strength is you're strong in what you do very well with very little stress. That's your area of strength. Your area of competitive strength is what you do very well with little stress, but better than others. Does that make sense?
Yes.
A business that will lead its strategic market will not use its strengths to run the business. They will look for what areas of my business are strong, in fact, stronger than other businesses within my strategic group. Does that make sense?
Yes, go ahead.
Businesses that will lead in their strategic market will localize their